Greetings everyone and welcome. This is Neo and you are watching FinTech. If you enjoy our content, please do not forget to leave a like. You can subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be informed about our later videos. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below. Before we start our video, let's hear our legal disclaimer. None of the information given in this video should be taken as financial advice. Please make your investments according to your own research. Over the last few years, we have seen some great projects in the crypto space, and some of them, dare I say, were meme coins. Well, they were profitable for some people who knew when to get in and when to get out. But in general, meme coins were quite interesting to watch, and generally their ending was quite, well, for lack of a better word, bad. I'm saying this today because the project we're going to talk about today can be similar to meme coins in some ways, but essentially it is much more well built and well supported. So this is Polyway, and it stands out as a serious technological project designed for long-term utility and consistent income generation. And they want to change the narrative in terms of crypto, because in tokens, they can be very high one day and they can crash the next day. And Polyway is building an entire decentralized ecosystem in the iGaming sector, offering investors not just hope, but real revenue streams with labeled business models, which is very nice, and we will get into details, and governance control at the same time. When we focus on meme coins, the main problem was the lack of real-world functionality, whether we're talking about Trump, Pepe, or WIF. And these tokens often follow a very predictable pattern, which viral hype generates fast buying, then early whales take the profits, and new buyers are left with quite steep losses, actually. And Polyway wants to be the antithesis of this model. It's not a hype-driven flash in the pan. It's a Web3 native iGaming ecosystem built to generate consistent revenue. That is what they are most important about. And they support a passive income and foster user governance together with that. So there are a couple of things in the ecosystem of Poly. First of all, there are prediction markets like Poly Market. There are online platforms which you can spend time in and you can check out what is going on latest in the sports industry. There's also a white label Web3 platform allowing anyone to launch their own website. And this is a specific website, as you can see on my screen. And all of this is powered by their native token. This is called PLW, which grants holders governance rights, entitles holders to 35% of all ecosystem profits, which is paid in USDT. I quite like it. Then it may soon be backed by real shares of some companies, giving it intrinsic value. And speaking of real-world companies, Polyway is already supported by major players in the blockchain and gaming sectors, including Gnosis Foundation, UMA Protocol, Azure Protocol, and Soft Swiss. And this isn't a beta stage concept. It's a functioning business with real platforms and real earnings already. If you take a similar tokens in the iGaming sector, such as RLB or Box, which these projects showed the explosive demand for these type of projects, yet none offered full Web3 native ecosystem, and that was what they were lacking. Or they were white label capable, for example. But Poly actually bridges this gap very well. So that means Polyway is a shift in this strategy. People are tired of riding the hype with no real-world function really, and they want to change this in Polyway. They're moving into tokens that do something, and it brings me to what might be the next utility token with a lot of potential. So let's talk about the flagship product of Polyway.io. And this is a decentralized platform enabling users to create, host, and monetize custom questions. So they're actually blending their Poly market with Reddit-style creativity and social challenge. So there are some key features, starting with DAO-based governance using UMA Oracle for full decentralization. There is an unlimited number of categories. There are unlimited categories, such as sports, politics, weather, celebrity gossip, and personal challenges as well. And smart contract-based payouts is very good because that means no third parties and no scams inside the project. And everything in the platform is trustless, transparent, and also automated, making everything quite secure. So far, so good. And the reason why we're talking about all of these is because right now there's a pre-sale going on Polyway. And it can be quite beneficial, but I will get into details later in the video. First, let's talk about the platform a little bit more. So, the innovative aspect of Polyway for me is their white label system with their own platform. So, here is what you get with that. First of all, zero coding is needed. So everything is pre-built and you can choose whatever you want to do. There is custom branding. You can design your platform, set rules, margins, and games. Also, there is no licensing headaches because Polyway handles it all for you because they're also a licensed platform. And only 5 to 10% of the profits are paid in PLW tokens. So basically, this is free to start, very easy to operate, and it can be quite profitable. And of course, combining them and holding them all together is their token called PLW. So it includes profits from Polyway.io, both of YEZ platforms and white label partners. There's also governance power to PLW token because you can vote on your products, features, and also platform changes. Another great thing about PLW is the backing with real-world assets. And PLW actually may soon be backed by equity in big companies, making the digital asset tied to real-world business performance. In short, owning PLW is like holding shares to these companies, but without instant payouts, community governance, and zero overhead. Right now in this page, you have about 8 hours. And right now, the token price is 0.0372, and the next price will be 0.0379. So it will increase marginally, but it's still an increase. And given that the listing price is 0.09, this is a great chance to get early on. And they have already raised $157,000, actually more than that, and it's growing rapidly. So of course, if you want to join the presale, you should visit this website. This is polyway.investments. And then you should connect your wallet, whether it's MetaMask, Trust Vault, or any other wallet that you use. Then you can select the amount of PLW you want to buy using USDT, ETH, or BNB. It's great that they offer a plethora of options. Then you can send the payment and confirm, and you will receive a confirmation after a successful transaction. And be mindful that the minimum purchase is 100 USDT, so this is not very high. It's great for early investors. And stable coins like USDT and USDC are accepted, and hardware wallets like Ledger or Trezor are compatible via MetaMask, offering you a lot of choices. So once again, Polyway is brand new really, and the price increases by nearly 10% every 5 days, and it's climbing steadily and steps up until its launch at the price of 9 cents. And this is the reason why I'm also featuring this project. First of all, they are very well backed, and second of all, you're already looking at a potential 3x return from the get-go. This is of course by the time the public launch hits, and about this, they are very active on their social channels. They have announced at the beginning of this month, Polyway is coming to Uniswap, and they said get ready to trade PLW on the leading DEX. And also, there's a new event that they're joining. They said we are hosting an exclusive Polyway meetup with crypto influencers, networking, DJ sets, and free drinks. And access holds 10,000, actually more than 10,000 PLW, or at least 10,000. Location is in Dubai, 18th of May, and you can DM them to access this event. And they have also announced 80% is complete in terms of their white label service. And this is really going to be an important step for the project. And speaking of steps, the official Polyway D app is launching on the fourth quarter of 2025. And based on everything previewed so far, it looks quite promising. It's going to be an all-in hub where you can manage everything that you do on the platform. You can stake your tokens, you can manage your business, and you can earn rewards all from a single smooth UI. I think this will really bring everything together in the platform. So in summary, they have real utility, revenue sharing, governance rights, custom events that you can set yourself, white labeling, and they're also backed by real assets and real companies. And if you want more details on how they operate, you can visit their website, you can read their documentations, which are available and very detailed as well. You can also follow them on social channels such as Twitter and Telegram, and all the links will be down in the descriptions of this video. And that's all for today's video. We'll continue to bring you the latest news and promising projects. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching FinTech. Until next time.